We often think that, oh, if I had more money, I could do this, I could buy this, I could look like this. And yes, money does open a lot of doors to a lot of opportunities, but you don't necessarily need a lot of it to look good. In fact, I would argue that most of the tools at your disposal are already free. You just need to pay a little bit of attention and put in a little bit of work. So today, let's talk about how to be more attractive without spending a lot. I had to put this in the list and I had to make it number one because I truly believe that everything starts from within. And it's not even my belief. I'm pretty sure it's a fact. We can put this in any list because everything starts with the basics. Now, what do I mean by eat well, eat healthy? I'm not talking about crazy diets. I am not talking about any type of specific foods. I'm talking about understanding basic nutrition and understanding what your body needs to thrive and to look good. If you eat a lot of antioxidants, a lot of nourishing fiber-rich foods, it will show on your body, right? And it's not even just about the aesthetics, and I want to make that clear throughout this video. Aesthetics is one. Aesthetics is one part of looking attractive, feeling attractive, but it's also about what you feel internally. And the healthier you are, the better your organs work. You will feel physically better and therefore you will feel more attractive. You cannot feel attractive if you feel like shit. It's true. For example, when we are feeling a little bit ill, when we're feeling, slouchy or our tummy hurts or our head hurts, right? We don't necessarily feel super attractive. We feel like we want to cuddle up and lay in our beds. So everything starts with what we eat and how we nourish our bodies. And of course, after that, and after we learn how to really not overeat, how to eat in a balance, how to get what we need when we need to eat and all of that, then of course it will physically show in our bodies. Very often, if you go from eating McDonald's and fast food every day to eating a lot of nutritional, healthy foods, a lot of vegetables, the weight comes off, right? And that also shows in your body. But I talk more about food and building a healthy relationship with food in my How to Have a Healthy Relationship with Food video, so definitely check that out. So I won't spend the entire video on this topic. Let's move on. Number two, exercise. There again are two components of this. If you're feeling like you're out of shape physically, if you feel like you've gained some extra weight or you don't aesthetically look the way you want to look, exercise can do that, right? If you want to improve your mobility or flexibility, there's yoga. If you want to gain muscle, there's weightlifting and other exercises. If you want to lose weight or build your endurance, there's cardio. So exercise and the world of exercising is so big that anyone can find what they like, and I encourage always people to find what they like. So there's the physical aesthetic aspect, right? That can improve how you look and improve your attractiveness. But there's, again, the same with food, the sort of deeper aspect of you need exercise for your organs and for your body to function properly. And that will only prolong your attractiveness, if that makes sense. For example, when you're young, most of us can do very little and we're naturally attractive and we look good. But as we age, our body ages and everything slows down and everything starts to work a little bit less good. How do you say it? Worse. Worse. Everything just starts to, yeah, that's the perfect word, age. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nature. However, if we take care of our bodies, if we do exercise, if we do work out, we can keep that body in shape. I've seen plenty of pictures and inspirational videos, and I'm sure you have as well, of 70-year-old ladies in the gym and they have like muscle and they're fit and they can, you know, they still look bomb. Like they're honestly just, they look amazing. And all of that is not genetics, it's because they took care of themselves. And this is why these 2 points, eating well and exercise, are kind of the most vital points, and they don't take anything extra out of your pocket. The same way as you would go to the store and buy junk food, you can buy healthy food. The same way as you would not work out, you can work out in your living room. You do not need to go to the gym. There are so many apps on your phone that you can download where you can do different programs, and all of that is for free. So just keep that in mind. If you are looking for an app, I always will recommend Nike Training Club. I've been using it for years and years and years. I also used, when I was running a lot, the Nike Running Club. I think it has the same name. And I love it. I'm currently on an 8-week training program. I always like pick a new program and then I go through it and I look for my next one. And all of that, it costs nothing, but I'm able to keep my body in shape and work out. And when I work out, I get like these happy endorphins and happy hormones. And even if I don't physically, technically see a difference in the mirror, I feel like I'm more attractive just because I work out. So there's always that mental aspect. Okay, let's move to the next one. Number 3, be positive and smile. We naturally tend to want to align ourselves, or like we're drawn to people that are positive, and vice versa. We don't want to hang out with people who are negative. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I can definitely speak for myself and a lot of people that I know. Nobody wants to spend time with negative people, and you kind of naturally don't find negative people attractive. That's the thing. They can visually, technically look good, but if they're constantly negative or angry or sad, it's like it's not there. The attractiveness disappears. So really remember that. If you want to be more attractive, think about smiling more. Think about being positive more. And if it doesn't come that naturally to you, think about why. Why are you not positive? Is there something you're missing in life? Is there something that you could do or improve that would give you that positivity? So really have a conversation with yourself. What is holding you back from smiling more and being positive more? I have always been a humorous person since I was little. I've always smiled a lot. It's what I saw in my family. Everyone smiled, and so I learned that. But we don't necessarily need to think that just because our family is a certain way, we have to be a certain way. When we grow up, we have all the opportunities in the world to create our own lives. So just think about that. Are you smiling enough? Are you being positive enough? And if not, is there something you could do in your life that could bring that positivity to you? Number 4, remember about the 3 Holy Grails: hair, hands, and shoes. This was something I was taught by my mom when I was little, and I've kind of kept it with me ever since. These 3 things is something that always needs to be clean and well-groomed and checked, right? You don't need a fancy hairstyle if you can't afford to color your hair or whatever, even if you would want to do that but can't. That's okay, someday you might. What you need to think about most importantly is not the kind of aesthetic of what color, what haircut, but is it clean? That's what always matters, and that's why I want you to think about the 3 checks. Are your hands clean, your nails clean, your hair clean, your shoes clean? Those are the 3 checks that I have grown up with, and I always think that those are the most important things visually when someone sees you. I think it just catches your eye. For me, a manicure is very important. I haven't skipped a manicure since I was, I think, maybe 21, so like 5-6 years. Never, ever skipped it, never. That's not to say that you need to go and spend money if you don't have that money or you can't afford it, but there are plenty of things and tools that you can use at home to do your own manicure. For me, it's just something that has always been important for me because, as you can tell probably, I move with my hands a lot. And I want my hands to always look good. It gives me that boost of confidence. It makes me feel more attractive. And I think there's nothing more unattractive than unclean nails. That's just something that I don't like. And I would probably recommend to you, if you're thinking about how to be more attractive, to just keep those three always in mind. But it's interesting how we prioritize some things over another. I would literally rather not go out, not go for coffee with friends or whatever, but I will always have money for manicure, always. It's like my thing. But again, it's all about hygiene, personal hygiene. It seems like basic. I almost feel like probably you guys already know this, but I just want to, give this out in case someone doesn't think about those things. I just want to put them out. And when I say shoes, I do not mean you need to buy a certain type of shoes. It's all about keeping your shoes clean and aesthetically pleasing. That is all. So those are my 3 holy grails. Always keep them in check. That will immediately make you look more attractive and more put together. Number 5, have a sense of humor. I think it's very attractive when we are around people who joke, who see things lightly. If we make a joke, especially if you're with friends and you make a joke about that friend, of course, nicely and kindly, it all depends on the relationship you have. It's very attractive if that person can also laugh about themselves. I just immediately thought about like me and my sister, we always joke with each other and we say like little jokes about the other person and we always laugh so much, and it just makes you feel freely, and it also makes you think, wow, that person must be very self-assured in who they are if they're able to laugh about themselves. So think about if you are able to do that, if you have that sense of humor, and if not, maybe practice on that. Try to see the world as not your enemy, but your friend, and a lot can change when you view the world that way. Because I think when we get offended by every little thing and can't take jokes at all, we see the world as something that's against us, not with us, and it's not really attractive. Again, context matters, right? If you're in a toxic situation and you're always being laughed at and you're not laughing back, that doesn't mean you don't have a sense of humor. That just means you have boundaries, okay? So context matters. But in general, having a sense of humor makes life so much more enjoyable. And if you're enjoying life, you radiate positivity again. And if you radiate positivity, you immediately seem more attractive. I'm looking at a window, like in the opposite house next to me, but not because I'm a creep, but because I see a kitty and he's on the window pane and he's very cute and I cannot look. I often think if I look across the windows, there must be people who look into my windows. I don't do it in a creepy way, I swear. I do it in a kind of, you know, when you like cross the room and there's a bunch of windows and you just like look over your shoulder and you see something that catches your eye. Like for example, I'm gonna go on a rant. Like for example, there are these neighbors like across the street, and they have this big TV, and it's so big that I can always see what they're watching, and they don't have any curtains, and it's because it's TV and it has all these lights, like I always, like it catches my eye, so I always look at it. I swear I'm not weird. I'm just a little bit weird. Anyways, next one, highlight your best features. I think we spend so much time, especially as women, in front of a mirror thinking what we don't like and what we would like to change. Instead, I want to invite you to look at a mirror and see what you love the most and highlight those features, because the more attention you pay to features in your body or in your personality that you love, the more you will just feel good and you will feel attractive. For example, a feature in my body that I have really learned to love are my hips. When I go to the store and I look at clothes, I will always keep that in mind, and I usually buy clothes that fit me and accentuate my hips. Straight clothing does not look good on me. And if I wouldn't know what are my features, if I wouldn't know what I like, and I would just buy what is trendy, I would probably not be happy and kind of lose my confidence and think that I'm less attractive than I am just because I'm wearing things that does not complement my features and my body. So it really helps to understand what is it about your body that you love, about your face, about your body, it doesn't matter, and then highlight that, because you will only feel better in your body. I can give you another example, which is brows. I'm still kind of figuring that one out, but there was a big trend, and there still kind of is, but it was bigger a couple of years ago, which is like these big bushy brows. And I tried to grow my brows out, and I tried to even like color them in, and it always just looked so weird. And then I understood that I need to accentuate my features and kind of balance my face out. So don't focus that much on trends. Trends only matter if they complement you. If they don't, then they're completely useless. So I really invite you next time to look in the mirror without a very condescending, judging eye, but with a loving eye, and looking of kind of, okay, I love this, I could probably accentuate this, and actually if I wear this, I could accentuate this. So it's all about learning to know your features and learning to know your body and loving the body that you have. The light keeps changing because the sun comes, then the sun goes. Isn't that like life? The rain comes, the rain goes. I think it's even changing now. Either way, guys, I'm feeling very talkative today. 7, stop stressing. Again, there are 2 components for this. 1, people who stress are not that attractive because they're negative and they just keep all this smushy schmush in their head, and there's nothing attractive about it physically. But there's also the inside component. When you stress, your bodily functions, a lot of your bodily functions shut down and work completely differently. And your body, when it's in like stress mode, it doesn't properly function and give you the rest that you need. And as we all know, when we rest, we feel the best, we look the best. So there's the physical aspect of how you look when you stress, but there's a deeper, more important aspect, which is what happens to your body when you stress. So just keep that in mind. And if your answer to this is, well, great, how does that help me? I stress, so what do I do? Find things that help you stress less, like meditation, like taking a walk, like taking your mind off of things, watching a TV show or reading a book or painting. That's actually something I have found very therapeutic. I bought like a year ago, a bit more, this coloring book, like adult coloring book. But I always laugh when I say adult coloring book because it sounds like it's 18 plus. Coloring book, but it's like a normal coloring book. It's just not for children. And with all these like animals, what is it called when it's like filled with little mandala? Mandala? How is it in English? Well, either way, it's very, very beautiful. And because it has a lot of tiny elements, when I color, I get so focused, and I can sometimes spend like an hour coloring one little piece, and my mind is so focused on that I I find it so peaceful. I can't even explain it, but it has definitely helped with like stressful moments. So think about that and find activities that help you stress less. This is another one that we often don't think about when we're young, but we see the consequences of not taking care of our skin when we're older. That's why I'm glad that I started taking care of my skin at the age that I did, which was kind of 22. I mean, I've thought about skincare since I was a teen, but I mean like properly taking care of my skin. Sometimes I wish I would have done it sooner, but again, better sooner than later. No, what did I say? Better late than never. That's the saying. Obviously better sooner than later, but better late than never. In perspective, your early 20s are not late and your early 30s are not late as well. So it's never too late to start taking care of your skin. Your skin is the biggest organ of your body, and it is very often, I think, neglected, especially by men. And I understand that the majority of my viewers, almost all my viewers, are women, but if you girls have a boyfriend or a husband, get them on skincare, okay? Just basic skincare. Now, what do I mean by that? If you are a newbie, your basic cleanser, your basic moisturizer, your basic SPF, that is the basics. Then if you have money, if you have more to put into skincare, you can think about antioxidants and retinols and different masks. You can go very much into the world of skincare, but most importantly, you need to clean your skin without stripping it. And I know a lot of men products have like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face wash, all in one, and they're good. And I mean, I can't judge that because like probably men want it simplified, and I get that. But I gotten Gus on skincare. Obviously he doesn't use it every day. I wish, but you know, I'm doing what I can. And I kind of hooked him up with like a normal basic cleanser for his skin type, a basic moisturizer, and an SPF that he doesn't put on every day, but again, he does his best, and that's already good. And I immediately saw differences in his skin after like a week's use, okay? Men especially have, when they shave, like there's a lot of irritation, so we need to put like that moisture in. But again, I'm getting very much off topic because I love skincare. I can make separate videos about skincare, and I probably will someday in the future. But what I basically mean, if your skin looks radiant, if it's healthy, if it's glowing, obviously you will look more attractive. I don't think we need a lot of explanation for this. I think it's very, very obvious that if your skin looks nice and glowing, you look beautiful. There's nothing, you know, to discuss there. But there's also the emotional aspect. And I have gone through it as well. You know, if your skin is a bit dry and tight and you just feel kind of uncomfortable in it, you won't feel attractive. And as we all know, it's not so much about the perception from the outside, it's about how you feel inside. When I think I was 19, 20, and I was experimenting with different skincare products, and I went a little bit too far and I damaged my skin barrier and I broke out terribly. Like my whole face was covered with acne. I felt so inconfident. Like my confidence levels were really low because you cannot hide that with makeup. That is texture. You cannot hide texture. When I look back, I feel compassion for my skin because I put my skin through a lot. And there are things that you can do that will have permanent damage. So the sooner you start taking care of your skin, wearing SPF and not burning your skin all the time in summer, your skin will only thank you, okay? Again, I could talk about this forever. I don't want to dedicate this whole video to this, so just keep in mind that if you are not taking care of your skin, if you're sleeping in makeup, I need to make a separate video about skincare so I can put like my all emotions, like my everything into that. But take care of your skin, okay? Wash your skin during the night, moisturize it, give it moisture, protect it from the sun, take care of it, okay? Just take care of your skin, you'll be glowing more, you'll be happy more, you will look more attractive. There's something about having a bright smile that makes you immediately more attractive. Now, that being said, whitening your teeth professionally is expensive and not everyone can afford that. I want to do it someday. Currently, as an aspiring content creator who tries to save money whenever she can, I can't afford that yet, but I have whitened my teeth semi-professionally when I was younger, and that changed my confidence, literally. I was 17 and I didn't like the color of my teeth, and I felt very self-conscious about my smile, and I was like, that's it. And back then my parents gave me pocket money like every month, and I saved, like I think I had to save the entire month. I didn't go anywhere. I saved my entire pocket money, everything I had, and I bought this Smile Brilliant kit. It's still a company, it's smilebrilliant.com. And these trays came to my house with a little clay, and I had to put like my teeth in the clay and create like a little shape. Then I sent it back to them, and then they sent me back the product. And I loved it. My teeth were like several shades whiter, and I've kept it semi-white ever since. Obviously, my teeth are not like super white, I know, but they're not like dark or yellow or something like that. And I take care of my teeth, and there's something that I've been doing at home. I've tried many teeth whitening kits over the years, and I can honestly say that from all of them, the Smile Brilliant one is the best. So if you do have money, go do that. Or if you have more money, you can go to see a dentist office. But something that actually really does keep your teeth on the whiter side is simply mixing baking soda with hydrogen peroxide, putting it together, making a little paste, and then brushing your teeth for like a minute or two, or like putting it on top of your teeth for like a minute or two, and it just gives a little bit of freshness to your teeth. But again, if you can't afford more, you can go do it professionally. But if you can't, if you're saving money or for whatever reason, just try to do that. That will cost you a couple of bucks. It's nothing, and it really does work. It really does work. Another thing that actually does work are high quality whitening toothpaste. They're not like professional dentist office whitening kits, but they help you maintain that whiteness a little bit. Also, coloring, by the way, like which color matches like your skin tone and your teeth. There's a reason why I wear nudish, kind of colder pinkish tones, because they make my teeth look whiter. I could show you, I could actually do an experiment sometime and wear like a warmer tone, orangey red, my teeth would look so yellow. So it matters the colors that you put together. But that's just a little rant about, teeth whitening. This is one of the last ones, and I put it here because it is not super crucial, okay? White teeth are not the main component of your attractiveness, but it does add a lot because you smile a lot, and that's similar with your hands, right? Something that is very visible, and there's something about having white teeth that gives you that clean effect, hygienic effect, which sucks, I know, because you could have absolutely healthy, clean teeth, but don't have them white. But there's just something about that color that makes it seem, oh, that's so like bright and beautiful. So that's just something to keep in mind. And number 10, confidence. Of course, I had to finish with this one because you could have all 9 before, everything that I mentioned, but if you don't have confidence, you won't feel attractive. Simple as that. You need to be in a place or arrive at a place. Look at the sun. The sun is so beautiful. You need to arrive at a place where you could look whatever. You could have unclean hair even, not that you should be, parading unhygienic and unclean in the world, but come on, we're all human, okay? We don't always look 100%. Sometimes we get ill. Sometimes we want to run to the store in our pajamas, okay? I haven't done that. Maybe I have. But the most important thing is whatever and however you look like. If you have confidence, if you know you're a badass bee, that's it. you will feel attractive. You will feel so attractive and you will immediately look attractive because there's nothing more attractive than confidence. You know it, I know it, we all know it. And we all have seen those people who look normal. There's nothing special about them, but they're confident. And because they're confident, they're like crazy attractive immediately. Keep this in mind. This is the most important thing. It matters the most. Work on your confidence and arrive at a place, which is like the ultimate goal, I think, for everyone. Arrive at a place where everyone in the room could think that you're not attractive and think that you are whatever. But in your mind and in like your thoughts, you would still think, I am the best, the hottest, badass bee. I am confident and I feel beautiful and amazing. And that's what I want to leave you with. Let me know in the comments down below, are there any other tips that can help with feeling more attractive? Do you agree with my list? Do you not agree? Let me know. I would love to learn and read everything that you write to me. I always love to read your comments. It brings me so much joy that you take that time out of your day to say something to me. I love it. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found these tips helpful and I will see you next time. Bye.